Okay, we're now live. You believe it? We're going across the country with Jane, Elissa, and Elissa. I don't know why I do that all the time, but that's just me. I make lots of mistakes when I broadcast.
You do not make mistakes. You're an amazing man. This is an amazing man, and we have an amazing customer who happened to just wander in. Oh my God, that looks much fun.
Where are you from?
I am from Virginia, but originally from Arizona, and I was looking at hats for my mom, who lives in Arizona.
What part of Arizona?
A small town called Bisbee. It was an old mining town right on the border of Mexico. It's pretty awesome.
That sounds awesome. I used to go to Lake Havasu. You know about Lake Havasu?
Lake Havasu, I do know. A totally opposite end of the state, but a great place.
And somehow the London Bridge is there.
It is. That does not make sense, but there's a lot in the world that doesn't make sense.
I would say if you use your GPS, Siri, take me to the London Bridge, you'd get really lost at this point. So how often are you here?
Which is amazing, and she looks beautiful.
She does.
This is fun.
It is a lot of fun. Now, how often do you come to Bryant Park to sell your artwork?
This is actually, we're doing this through Urban Spaces. This is the third weekend, and this is the last weekend.
Oh, I'm glad that I made it for the last weekend.
Here. And then we're going to try to do some other fairs.
That's a cool hat.
Thank you. I think so, too. And I'm not a hat person, but I think I could become a convert.
Yes.
Jane Elissa creates amazing works of art for your
I
eye.
don't even know her. She's not being paid, just so that you know.
Jane Elissa does make some amazing art. Let's talk about some of the things that you have on display here at Bryant Park.
Okay. I have my artwork. My some of my originals and some of my giclée prints, which people have all over the world have been interested in. We did sell a couple, and this is Born to be Famous down here. And then we have New York City Broadway, and we have sports, and we have Memories of Brooklyn. And we also have a Christmas one down here. So, and then we have our Christmas stockings.
Oh, those are great.
Those are fun with the hunks.
I do think that we have the Brooklyn one. You gave that to Sophie,
yes,
right?
I did.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
good. Yeah,
yes,
I love that
I
stuff.
did. Sophie got it.
And you're a hit worldwide.
Oh my God! My jackets. I ran out. I only kept one back because it was sold. I have sold jackets all at this event to Russia, to Israel, to Canada, to Uruguay, to England, to Germany, to France, to Australia, in the Great Barrier Reef, all over the world. It's so exciting.
That is exciting.
Isn't that exciting?
Hey, Emily, there's a piece right there that you'd probably love. It's got your kind of hunks. No, over there, the bag.
There we go.
There you go. So you're raising money for the leukemia and lymphoma.
Cancer. Yes, leukemia and lymphoma and cancer research. We just gave $60,000 to a researcher at Cornell Weill Hospital to do research. He's doing research in lymphoma on dogs, and now he's taking what's curing dogs at Cornell in lymphoma and testing it out on adults, and now it seems to be working.
Oh, that's just amazing. What about the hats? You got something going on with hats that raises awareness?
Absolutely. It's called Hats for Health, and for every hat we sell, we give a percentage to leukemia and cancer research.
You're pretty, I would say, generous. Everything that you do sell, you usually donate some of the proceeds to various charities.
I do. It's very important to me, and we do a benefit every year as well.
What do you think really is a way that you would, if someone was asked, what kind of artist are you? How do you define your art? What would that be?
Okay, so my art tells a story. Each piece is a collage with either fabric or paint and paint and different other textures. And the collage tells the story. And then I tell everybody to look at the picture, and it's not just my story, it's their story. So it's what I call story collage art.
I notice a lot of your stories have to do with, I guess you might say, the pop culture of New York City and the boroughs.
Yes.
And Broadway.
And Broadway. We do a lot related to Broadway because people love it. We also do a lot of flowers. I don't have those here, but I do a lot of big florals that I paint.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Now, this is a great location.
Yes,
and
it's wonderful.
I'm just amazed at this pop-up gallery.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's
and
very
we have,
cool.
On that side, we have our jackets, and on this side, we have our art, and we also have purses and
bags and pillows
and all kinds of stuff.
You know, on the podcast, you see a picture of this piece here.
We do. Oh,
what
my
is
God.
that called?
That's called Broadway, New York.
Broadway, New York. I really like that one. I like this one over
That's
here.
Born to be famous.
And you have, what's her name?
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, yes.
Yes, Elizabeth
you got
Taylor, Paul Newman,
Marlon Brando,
James
Dean,
Elvis, Humphrey Bogart,
Mick Jagger,
and Marilyn Monroe.
John Lennon, Marilyn
John
Monroe.
Lennon, Marilyn
That's Elizabeth Taylor right
Yes,
over there.
yep.
Who's that in the horse? Is that John Wayne?
Could be.
Could
Who
be. All right,
knows?
John
Could
Wayne.
Be
yeah.
anybody.
Well, hello, program. And then you have this one that commemorates Times Square.
And that has a lot of all the Broadway shows.
You know, I would say, out of all the art I've seen in my life, this has got to be some of the best. And you know where you belong?
Where?
In the, I would say, Metropolitan Museum of Art.
I think so. In the contemporary section, I got to get in
Oh
there.
my gosh! You know what?
Find a way to
your
get me in
your
there.
your art should be in the contemporary section of the Met because it's
Yes.
better than anything
know.
else they got there.
I think
You would see, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would come and see it,
Would you-
definitely.
would-
I love colors.
if Jane's art was in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in the Modern Art section, would you be inclined to get a year membership at the Met?
Ooh, yes. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
wonderful idea.
Well, you know, I'm very artistic with my ideas. They just keep, they just
It's
flow.
nice that you share them with people, too.
Yeah, well, I think I kind of share them. Yeah.
human being.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Yeah, he is.
amazing. That's a good way to put it.
Soul. Okay. Very big soul.
And that's what's important.
Well, I think we all have to stop thinking that it's somebody else's job to make the world a better place. It always starts with an individual, and we all have to do our part.
Right.
You can't leave it up to somebody else. So
Be the change you want to see.
That's right. And
I like that.
and it's little things. Like for instance, pick up garbage when you see it.
Yes.
Don't throw stuff out the window when you're driving by. Maybe walk a little bit more. Smell of flowers. Go to a park.
Smile
play,
at people.
Smile at people.
And thank
How you
people.
doing?
Say thank
Exactly.
you.
Yeah. Attitude of gratitude. Those
Yes.
things.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And buy some art because it just makes
I
the
want to buy art.
you can wear the art on your head. You can carry it along with you.
Absolutely.
I would love this. And I would have a whole
That's my sports one.
room. Well, the sports one's cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, you got all the sports covered. Let me see. You got football and baseball. Oh, and tell us about your book because
right.
you talk about a lot of the people that. I love the title of this book, if she can get it. It's called "The Diary of a Lollipop in a Peanut Factory."
Oh, my God, no way.
In the peanut factory, yes.
And who are some of the people in the book that you cover?
Okay, well, David Hasselhoff is in the book. Babe Ruth's granddaughters are in the book. Mark Harmon, Michael Weatherly. There's Dave. I took David up to see some sick children
Oh,
at
that's
the
nice.
hospital. And he was amazing. He was wonderful. And who else is in here? Cameron Matheson, who's now on Hallmark Channel.
Okay.
Josh Duhamel, who became this huge movie star.
How about Andy Rubistelli?
Andy Robustelli is in here from.
Look at I did that. I'm always bad with the last name. Yeah.
Yes, he's in here, and Derek. There's a picture of Derek Jeter.
Whoa.
Yay! I met Derek Jeter, and then all these Broadway people. Kristen Alderson from One Life to Live. And
Oh, that's right.
Douglas
I
Sills.
forgot all about that. She's
Yes, it's so
she's
good.
got a lot of friends on Broadway and in the soap world and in the.
Sean McDermott is here, who opened Miss Saigon. And
Oh,
has
wow.
gone in Greece and everything, and was on a soap also. So this picture was taken out. Jackie Zeman, my friend from General Hospital.
Uh-huh.
She is such a committed person to the benefit, and I love her to death. We became friends. We're like sisters. I mean, I love her to death. So
How can people get your book?
they can call me is the best way, or email me, jane@janeelissa.com, because if you buy it through me, the money goes to leukemia and cancer research.
All right, so buy it through Jane
Buy it
Elissa.
through Jane Elissa. Just email jane@janeelissa.com.
That's a good site. It's a very artistic site.
It's
You're going to
coming.
love this site.
It's coming.
All right, so that's good stuff.
Right.
Besides that, and
Yes.
the art that's here in Bryant Park, you've
Yes.
got something going on with these pianos.
Oh my God, you have to hear this story. Okay. So there's a group called there's a company called Sing for Hope, and they do charity work with pianos and schools. So they asked me and a lot of other artists to paint a piano. And it was such an adventure. It took me a whole month. I had other people help me. So on Monday, 50 pianos will be unveiled, all these amazing painted pianos downtown in Wall Street. I'll let you know exactly where. You'll give me your information. I'll let you know. And at 12 o'clock, They'll be out there from like 12 to 6, and then they're going to be taken away and put in different places around Manhattan. Mine is going to be in Tribeca Park.
Well, that's fantastic.
So,
I remember we used to do these events in the past. It's back again.
Yes.
That's far out and groovy, man.
And then someone will come. I'm going to try to get people to come and sit and play the piano and sing, and anybody can come in. But it's a Broadway piano. As a matter of fact, I have a piece here. If you give me 2 seconds, can we take a break for one?
Yeah, we can. I'll talk as you're looking for two. I'll tell everybody to go to janeelissa.com and buy the book. It's got a really funky title, and I'll repeat it for you. Diary of a Lollipop in a Peanut Factory. That's an awesome name for a book. And on display over here in Bryant Park, you can see many of her art pieces and the hats and the pocketbooks and the carry bags and masterpieces that you can put on your wall and really brighten up your surroundings. She's even got coffee mugs, which, everybody likes coffee. And more importantly, she's got shot glasses. Who doesn't want to have a stylish shot of whatever? And my missus, I think, Emily, she really likes a lot of the bag designs, especially the one with the hunks on it, with the firemen and the cowboys, and I don't know what that is, but yeah, she likes that kind of stuff. And we're selling all kinds of jackets and all kinds of goodies. And don't forget, a lot of the proceeds go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Foundation. And she's making a sale, and she'll be right back. Yeah, the lady who loved the hats bought them. She got a couple of hats. When you get an item from here, you just can't get one. You're going to get two. And in many ways, at this particular time, for those of you who are just tuning in, it's the Big Fat American Radio Network. I'm Zach Martin, and I feel like the disc jockey and the apostle, where he's witnessing a conversion on the radio. We're here at Bryant Park live, our first ever live podcast, trying this new technology. And, of course, you can always subscribe to Big Fat American on iTunes. We're on Spotify. We're on TuneIn. And soon to be radio.com and iHeart.
This is a copy of one of the pieces that is on the bottom of the piano.
That is totally awesome. And this is called Broadway, New York.
Yes, this is Broadway, New York. It's homage to Broadway. I forgot what I named the piano, but something like that.
All right.
It's all of all of New York City, all the boroughs tour on it, on each side of the piano. It's very, very interesting.
It's very, very interesting and very, very cool. And how big is the actual piece itself that's on the piano?
Well, the whole thing. The whole piano is covered.
Oh, my gosh, really?
Yes, the whole piano is covered. There's 6 different pieces. This is the piece I'm showing you now that was on the bottom of the front.
Holy
6 different pieces, yay!
And so, can somebody buy the whole lot? I mean, how's that work?
Well, no, the idea was that we're doing it for charity, but if they like any one of the designs, I made replicas.
I see.
And I can sell them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yay!
JaneElissa.com is the site.
Yes.
Get the book.
Yes.
Get some art.
Yes.
Works to art. Put it
Call
on your
me.
wall.
Yes.
Call her. What's the number?
917-325-1085. I'd love to hear from you guys.
And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. It's available on iTunes now, Big Fat American, Spotify,
Yay.
and we're going to be heard by millions and millions of people.
I'm so excited. Yay! Yay!